Good afternoon, everyone. Bringing you the third game of the weekend between your North Pittsburgh Wildcats and the Genesis Hockey Club of Philadelphia. Getting ready to start here momentarily. The poor camera angle is brought to you by an arena that has no seats except for stadium seats, actually, if the camera wants to pan just to the left here. And that's all we have is one row against a wall, clean down the entirety of the arena. So the other day we were in the arena version of this rink, and it was beautiful. We had a nice high view and elevated perspective, but this game we're going to get ice level and get down and dirty. So he's starting here momentarily. Looks like we're going to have the forward line of Meyer, McPhillamy, and Golding with Bowen and I believe that's Krepp. Sorry, he's with Krepp, he's with Bub. They're both left shots. I believe that is Krepp, though. And we get ready to take a drop. Official checks with both goaltenders. Blows the whistle, and we're underway. And McPhillamy pressures the puck. He's going to dump it down. Not in, though, and is onside. Meyer pushes. They try to go D to D. McPhillamy down. Hits the lanky defenseman with the puck, and now Golding knocks into the corner. Meyer with the wheels, comes down. They go up the wall, and Golding over. Not able to hold it in, and back comes Genesis. No, forwards. Oh, wow, Meyer lost an edge. Penalty coming against the Genesis. No. For a slash, it's going to be against North Pittsburgh for a slash. Kind of crazy because Meyer's the one who lost his edge. Looked like he kind of got knocked to the ground. Oh, they are putting. Okay. All right. Sweet. We're back on. So the penalty is on the Genesis for a slash, and we'll get a change in forward lines. We'll have Whitney, Max, and Donovan. Shot. That's knocked aside into the corner. And the Genesis hustle down. Maxon tries to take it away. Not able to do so, but they dump it, and they'll come in and chase. In behind the net, Donovan applies pressure. Whitney with a look, rolls off of his tape. Now Bub in. He knocks it down to the center and back to center red. Bub holds, waits till everybody gets onside. He comes in, dumps it down. And Whitney on it. Now Maxon over. Nice hand-eye coordination there to knock the puck out of the air. They throw it back to the middle, and Bowen runs interference. They say it was tipped, though, so back goes Miller. Miller loses it. It goes to Bowen. He cuts back, changes direction, outlets to Sheets. Sheets looks for the middle and goes wide to Whitney. Whitney steps up and thrown back to Miller. Fritz is going to gather on. They complete the change, and we'll now have Jurgovitz and Palladino. That puck jumps over his stick in icing. And no icing. The front official didn't see the call. Palladino gives a rough ride, centered by Sheets, nobody home. Palladino looks, goes to the point. Miller goes back to Palladino. He goes up to the point nicely to Fritz. All types of room. Shot, tip. That goes side. Out, shot, rebound, save. It's in the net. It's in the net. Get on the right side. So no goal called when the puck was clearly over the line because the official was on the wrong side. Sorry if I screamed in your ear.
Me too.
Jurgovitz and Palladino does battle. Miller backing up. The outlet, Miller steps up and offsides on the Genesis. All right, so we'll get a forward change. We're going to go back to the original line and start the game of Meyer, Golding, and McPhillamy with Fritz and Miller. Nice move there by Golding in center ice. He cuts down, now cuts the middle, gets overtaken, and back come the Genesis. Golding applies pressure to Blumla. Genesis dangle once, but not twice. And trying to stick handle in a phone booth. Not a lot of passing, a lot of individual skating on both sides currently for this last 30 seconds or so. And in comes Fritz, backhand shot. That skips wide. And up to center red it goes. Bub takes it and goes up to Meyer. Meyer trying to go to McPhillamy. And penalty forthcoming against North Pittsburgh. So we're going to have Max and Donovan with Jackson and Bub. Out to the point. Shot. That gets through and held by Frank. .9:49 to go. And so we've already had 5 seconds run off the penalty, or the power play, penalty, excuse me. And now the coach wants clarification on something. Official comes over, talks to him. And now he's going to go talk to the other official. Sure what the problem/issue is. Now they're going to go to North Pittsburgh and say they have to put somebody else in the box? So the official's trying to sort it out. The back official seems not to know what's going on, has to keep referencing the front official and checking. Never a good idea to have two people on the ice that don't know what's actually going on. So the guy that's doing all the talking to everyone is not the one that knows what's going on, and it looks like North Pittsburgh is going to be the loser of this, and they're going to have to put somebody else in the box? Not sure what the argument is here, what the problem is. Did they give the player a 10? So the official trying to explain it, not to North Pittsburgh's liking at all. And official comes back over to the box. So North Pitt is putting another player in. So they gave McPhillamy a 1.5 minutes and a 10-minute misconduct, apparently. Never made anybody go in the box for the actual serving of the penalty. And now we're going to get puck drop. A really weak 10-minute penalty misconduct call there. So whatever's currently transpiring, North Pittsburgh has no clue and doesn't understand because it's been a long, lengthy discussion. But North Pitt does keep 4 on the ice surface. And Jackson down low. The centering pass knocked away nicely by Bub. Up to the point. Now clears everyone. Bub over. And he takes a bump. And they go to the point. Do the Genesis Hockey Club. It's held by Frank. Swallowed up into that gut. All right, so it looks like we have Whitney Sheets with Bowen and Jackson out there. And no, it's Jurgovich. Sorry, Jurgovich has a step. He has Sheets. He looks. Shot. Score! top shelf where the cookie should be hiding and gets himself a shorty. 1-0 North Pitt. All right, so the official over there clarifying the scoring, apparently. We're waiting for that to hit the board. And now the other official, who seems to know what's going on, comes over to figure it out. All right, so the officials are still at the box talking, and one of the officials over at North Pitt's bench. At this point, you're just going for the next call and trying to get something so the official gives you a break based off of whatever nonsense happened there. Again, we're not privy to the discussion, but can imagine it goes something like this. You called a dumb penalty, added a 10, shouldn't have been a 10. Now you want somebody in the box and didn't put them in the box and didn't tell us it was a 10, and just pining for future calls. But the original official making the goal call was still over there talking, so I've got to believe we have somebody working the box that doesn't know what they're doing quite yet and trying to walk them through it. So welcome to a 3-hour game. And that puck's won back, taken by Krepp. He throws it back out. Offsides are the Genesis. Dino 5 gone or left in the first period, so what can only be described as a 25-minute first 3 minutes of the game, 4 minutes of the game, dumped in by North Pittsburgh. Jurgovitz comes in hard. Sheets goes and changes. They throw it up the wall, and Bowen steps down. Palladino comes over and covers there. And they dump it in. Gathered on by Krepp. He goes up the half wall to Jurgovitz. And they outlet to Palladino. Palladino comes down, drives wide. Again, there's 9 seconds left on the penalty. And he tries to hold it behind the net. They outlet it up. Nice play by Meyer to take that away. And Palladino down low. They fail on the puck. Palladino bangs some bodies, gets bodies banged, and Meyer comes in to start saying hello. They give each other pleasantries, goes up the half wall to Donovan. And taken by Donovan, or Meyer now, excuse me. Meyer, backhand pass, beautiful feed to Donovan. He's not able to get all the wood on it. And the Genesis seemingly looking to fly a guy down the middle. Nice move there up the middle, 2-on-1. Bowen back, cuts off the pass, back check. Nice play there by Meyer, I believe it was, to get down. And Bowen takes the puck in behind the net. Now thrown up the middle. Shot, that kicks aside. Taken by Palladino. Oh, nope, not taken. Bounces off his stick. And they throw it up to the point. Dump it down low, and Bowen will give chase. Nope, Palladino gets there. Tries to outlet, gets it to Meyer. Throws it to the point, and Donovan there. Now Palladino pushes through. Going to dump it down behind the red line. And Genesis dump it up the boards. Knocking away by... So the Genesis look to play a risk-reward game here and really fly people down. All it takes is head up and zone passing to beat that, but... because of that, they apply a lot of pressure. So you can not get rid of the puck immediately and know where someone's at. It makes it tough. Golding drives wide. He comes down, gets the shoulder, continues to go, cuts in, back, centering pass to Maxson. He shoots and tips it aside. North Pitt having trouble getting the handle on it. Getting the looks, getting the opportunities, just not getting the puck luck. So Whitney, Golding, Maxson is your line. Guessing we're messed up because we're only 3 forwards. Kind of surprised they haven't pulled a defenseman and gone with 3 forward lines, but seems like they're going to stick with 2 and 4D, or 6D, excuse me. Puck goes from Miller to Fritz. Fritz chips it up and into the bench of the Genesis. Knock back to Miller. Miller goes up the wall to Maxon. Maxon cuts the middle and then outlets to Whitney. Whitney has a chance, now goes wide to Golding. Golding looks, centering pass right in front. That just skips wide. Beautiful pass there to throw it in front. Golding takes on 2 Genesis. They're able to knock the puck away and back. They come to the zone. Center red. Miller on the puck. Drives the player wide. They try to spinorama. Nowhere to go there. Whitney comes over, knocks that away, and he's going to dump. And not able to get it around. Back on the Genesis. May drive wide. Pull up. Knock it up high. And look, shot. That's blocked nicely by Fritz. And Whitney does battle. Golding does battle. He gets dumped. Now Fritz is going to push. He gets hung all over. No call there. And Genesis try to center. Knocked away by Maxon. He looks wide for Golding. Not able to hit him. And back down in. Taken by Miller. He comes up with speed. Oh, loses. The ice is just not good. Puck is bouncing everywhere, and boys are just, it definitely behooves the team that's less skilled. And it's hurting North Pitt right now trying to make passes and plays because the puck is just bouncing everywhere. Jackson takes it, hits the ref in the nards. He doesn't look happy. And thrown up the half wall. They do battle. Genesis have it, throw it to the point. They go D to D and outside the zone. Ladino, 89, applies pressure. And over into the corner it goes. Bub back, looks. He goes D to D smartly. Beautiful play there. They go up the wall. Nice outlet there by North Pitt. And taken by Jurgovitz. He tries to cut to the middle, taken away. And back come the Jennies. They throw it up and to the blue line. They go D to D. Now Sheets is going to apply pressure off the half wall. Donovan steps up into the bench. We'll get a whistle now with 3:54 to go. What seemed like it took forever to play the first 4 minutes, the next 6 have flown by. And we're going to have a forward line of Meyer, Golding, Donovan with Bowen and Krepp. And the Genesis throw it back to Krepp. He goes D to D to Bowen. Bowen goes up the wall and taken by Golding. Golding loses an edge and back on the Jennies. Shot held by Frank. If Jenny Light comes out of my mouth, it's not a derogatory comment. It's just the beer of my college years. So just kind of stuck in my head. I apologize. Knocked to the point, back to center red. And Golding's going to comply pressure. Now taken by Donovan, knocked into the corner, and Meyer's going to get on the puck. Up the half wall, goes to Golding. He kicks it forward. Oh, gets...
Give him the 10.
And he does. There's another 10 getting called. Hit from behind, and they're going to give him the 2 and the 10. Called one, you called the other. So they're 10 happy, but we'll take it. So we'll have Whitney, Sheets, Maxon with Fritz and Miller. All right, so we're going through the same thing. They're going to put a second one in the box. There we go. So it makes you wonder if the Genesis aren't regretting pushing so hard for the 10-minute misconduct in the first one, because no more than 3 minutes later, they get one themselves. And we're still trying to sort this out again. Apparently 2 and 10s are a new concept. They're really trying to figure out how to make the mark. Now the Genesis arguing. And all right, we're ready. Whitney steps in. And he wins that one. Maxon goes out to the point to Miller. Miller goes nicely to Fritz. Fritz takes his space. Shot, score! Noah Fritz. Takes his ice, shoots through the screen, and beats the goaltender into the corner. Not sure if you can hear that noise. That is all from the bench. The acoustics in this building are lively. And not lively as in Blake, but just loud. Puck goes up to Maxon. Maxon outlets to Whitney. Whitney outlets to Sheets. 2-on-1. Sheets drives wide. He's in clean. Shot, score! Mason Sheets. Beautiful feed all the way up the ice. Just the way you draw it up in practice. 4 times, 5 times a day. And they managed to bury it. All right, so we've got Jurgovitz, Palladino, and Donovan with Jackson and Bub. And puck up to the point, held in. And Donovan out there to apply pressure. That hits Frank. Frank knocks it away. Back into Frank, shot, score. They get one quick. And what they say you never can do after scoring one is give one up quickly. North Pittsburgh does here. And with 2:37 to go, it's now 3-1. Puck dropped, go back to the defense. Thrown back to Donovan. And he dumps it in on net. Goaltender late to react to that one. It almost snuck itself in. There we go. Palladino gets out, but nice hand-eye coordination there. They run through the hands, hold the puck. They try to go D to D, but Donovan will get there. He dumps it back down low, and Palladino comes over. Dumps it down. Jurgovitz is going to go pressure. They fan on the puck. Now get it around. Taken by Donovan. He tries to center. Knocked away. Back to Donovan. Centered again. Nobody there, and back come the Jennies. Jenny Light throws it up, knocked off a skate. Now Jurgovitz comes back. He drives wide. Continues to fight. Again, the puck just jumps over the stick. Ice is not good here. And back come. Puck into the corner. Bub takes it. Now Bub takes it again. Throws it up to Donovan. He's met with resistance. Thrown back to center ice. Hits a stick. Not icing when it hits a stick, but they're going to call it. And with 1:23 to go, we're going to have a face-off to the left of Frank in the North Pittsburgh zone. We're going to have Meyer, Golding, and Sheets with Bowen and Krepp as your D pairing. And taken by Krepp. He goes back. Rims it around, goes to Bowen. Bowen throws it up to Meyer, knocks forward, and Meyer pressures. Outletted nicely there by the Jenny Lights, and they drive wide. Shot, and on net held by Frank. And we're going to face off with 1:04 to go. Puck out to the point and knocked aside. Look out. Oh, just off the stick of Golding. Could have been in clean. Now Sheets comes in. He drives. Cuts to the middle. He gets body checked. Still shot. Rebound. Save. Back on the Jenny Lights. They outlet to the center. And Bowen applies pressure. Taken away nicely by Meyer on the back check. He outlets up to Golding. Golding cuts wide. Drives. And cuts in the middle. Oh! Backdoor pass. Save made. Sheets wasn't able to get everything on it. It just kind of trickled in on him, and he wasn't able to get it there. Whitney, Donovan, Maxon with Krepp and Bowen. Whitney steps in, and won by the Jennies. Up the wall they go. Outlet up the middle. Bowen holds once, twice. Still continues forward, does the Genesis player. Now Krepp comes from his weak side. He challenges, takes the body nicely. And down and behind. Krepp takes possession. Beautiful battle there, one-on-one. And goes to Maxon. Maxon looks, hits Whitney, but off of his stick. And back they come. Shot. That sizzles wide. And Whitney down on the winger side because Donovan had blown a tire. And Krepp has it. Rims it around to Maxon. And that'll do it for first period action. All right, ready for second period action. Going to start with Whitney, Maxon, and Donovan again. Going to have a change on the D side and have Miller and Fritz start the period here. And won by the Jenny Lights. Donovan applies pressure. They jump it off the wall to him. It goes to Fritz. And puck hits off the heel of Maxon's stick. And back come the Jennies. Shot blocked nicely by Miller. Into the corner. He rims it around. And Donovan down to do battle. They go to the point. Shot coming. Blocked. And taken by Whitney. I think Whitney drives wide. Can't see. He challenges. Shot. That gets blocked. And on the goaltender who will hold it with 12:25 to go. All right, puck out to the point. Shot. That caught the goaltender off guard. Never saw it come in. So we've got Jurgovitz, Sheets, and Palladino. And they outlet the puck nicely. Nice back check by Sheets. Taken by Miller. He flips it up, goes to Jurgovitz, now goes to Sheets. Oh, Sheets and Palladino run into each other. And Fritz steps up. He chips it down. No ice, hits the defenseman's stick, and the Jennies rim it. Palladino over. He dumps it down low. Jurgovitz had gotten dumped in front of the net, not able to get there now. And they rim it up, held in nicely. No, not held in, sorry. Taken by Jackson. Jackson goes over to the corner and dumped in by Sheets. Jurgovitz and Palladino on the puck. And now Sheets not able to get there, and they come back 2-on-2. 2-on-3 now. Offsides. A big move at the blue line. Gets them offsides. So when they had some momentum and a chance, we'll get a whistle. 11:20 to go, second period. So Meyer, McPhillamy, Golding with Jackson and Bub. Dang, 12-13. Sorry, gentlemen, ladies, everybody at home. Knocked aside. Golding does battle. Now Meyer into the mix. Comes out high. They go D to D, but past everyone. Bub over. He's on his high horse. Knocks it down. McPhillamy got wheels. Can he get there? He will not. Icing. Got some terminology. I could say how much that icing was actually manufactured by, but we won't do that. It's family-friendly show. All right, so a D pairing switch, and now we have Krepp and Bowen out. Let's continue with Meyer, Golding, and McPhillamy. McPhillamy got halfway into the circle there, and nobody said a word. Beautiful play there to take advantage. And he goes up to the point, held in by the Jenny Lights, and still held in. Goes to Krepp. Krepp looks. He goes up the wall, and Golding's going to gather on. Golding cuts to the middle, continues with possession. Dumps it down. Offsides are the Wildcats. And 34 to go. Meyer steps in. And puck bounces, goes to Krepp. Krepp goes to Bowen. And Bowen looks, goes up the middle. Nope, try to go backdoor, I think, to McPhillamy. I'm not sure. But it gets knocked away off the stick of Meyer. Shot blocked nicely by Krepp. And in the middle, shot knocked aside by Frank. Beautiful save there with traffic in front of him. They try to throw it high, hits a stick. Now McPhillamy out the challenge, hits his skate. Now Golding gets interfered with, knocks it up to McPhillamy. He drives wide, continues to drive wide, tries to go behind the net, taken by Meyer. And up the middle they come. Knocked aside, chipped around Krepp, and Golding back nicely. Beautiful play by Golding there. Oh, look out, shot, save, Frank. So we're going to have Whitney, Max, and Meyer with Fritz and Miller. And Fritz does battle. Knocks it down low to Whitney. Whitney goes hard around to Miller. Miller chips it up to Maxon. Miller throws it back to center red. And just short of the stick of Maxon. Back come the the Genesis. Looks like the team we played earlier in the year in Detroit called the Renegades. And the player dangles behind the net. They go to the point. Shot. That almost took a hand and got knocked in. Now Fritz bodies over the man and goes it up to Donovan. Donovan goes to Maxon. Maxon drives, cuts, splits between. Shot. Just misses on the backhand. 8:55 to go, second period. And puck comes up the half wall to the Jenny Lights. They throw it back to center red, and we go D to D. Fritz has it. Goes up to Whitney. Whitney with speed. He drives wide. And now Maxon on it. Maxon looks, pulls up. And still dangles on two Genesis players. And comes weak side. Stick down by Donovan nicely. Beautiful hand-eye. And they go up the half wall. They're back and then weak side. Nice outlet there by the Jennies. Try to cut to the middle, taken away by Donovan. Donovan goes up to Palladino. Palladino and Jurgovitz come up. Palladino keeps possession, keeps battling, dumps it down. And Jurgovich goes and chases. He applies pressure. Now Palladino comes over. He knocks the puck away. And Jurgovich down. They go weak side. Outlet to the middle. Nice breakout, but misses. And they come back. Jackson backs. Back up shot. Blocked by a couple players there. He goes off the wall and cut off by the Genesis. Taken by Sheets. He ramps it up. Dumps it in. Different approach. Not used to seeing Sheets dump the puck very often, but he was the first one on it. And it goes to Palladino. Now in front. They outlet weak side to the Genesis. And then they come. Back check by Palladino. A hooking call forthcoming. Kind of went to lift up once, and the player just held onto his stick. Now North Pitt going to be on the penalty kill with 6:58 to go. Second period. All right, Meyer and McPhillamy, Krepp and Bowen. One to Bowen. He dangles one, dangles a second one. Now outlets up to McPhillamy. He's met with resistance, though, and can't get it out. Shot, deflection, Bowen in front. Rebound, puck's just flopping everywhere. Taken by McPhillamy. He chips it around. He's got a step. Has a player in Meyer driving. Shot. Centering pass just zips by. North Pitt with an opportunity for a second shorty of the game. Bowen steps up, chips by him, though, and they go wide. Shot coming. No. Nice play by Meyer on the back check. And Jenny Light set up. They look, go to the point. Meyer comes out, challenges, knocks off of his skate, and McPhillamy pushes. Dumps it down, does Meyer. He'll get a change, and McPhillamy applies pressure. They change direction. And slow it down. Go up the boards, misses everyone, hits Krepp. Krepp goes up back to center ice and just throws it back to the red line smartly. Whitney applies it. Bowen chips it off the boards once, twice, and third time. Now gets it up to Whitney. Whitney's going to push, and he cuts to the middle, taken away nicely by the Jenny Lights. And they outlet weak side. Krepp over nicely. Beautiful play there to take. What? Making a penalty call when he hit all puck? Are you kidding me? Wow, if that isn't weak, I don't know what is. Beautiful step up and play. Can't help the officials don't know what the rules are. Now North Pitt going to be down 5-on-3 for 6 seconds. On what can only be described as a phantom call. Maxim, Miller, Fritz. They set up. And Miller applies pressure. Maxim knocks it down. Breakaway. He comes right off the bench. Donovan cuts to the middle. Taken away nicely there, though, by the Jenny Lights. Maxon takes it. Looks. Goes back to Fritz. Fritz goes up to Donovan. And Donovan takes a body check. Where's your arm up? There it is. They called it. All right. They're going to call some silly, sloppy stuff, but at least they're calling it both ways. We now have a penalty for body checking again, apparently. So the officials, for some reason, determining that these are checks. And will now be even strength, 4-on-4. You know, I like to complain. It's kind of my shtick. But they're calling it both ways. And feel like it's even. Could be a 10-minute misconduct there for the abuse of the equipment here at the arena. Player going into the bench slammed the board so hard that I think the roof shook. All right, so we're going to have why don't we have an okay, we do. Maxon Donovan, Fritz, and Miller. Sorry, Donovan was hiding on the left side there. So for 1 minute and 6 seconds, we're going to have 4-on-4 play, and then for 24 seconds, we'll have a power play. That shot blocked aside. Rebound, covered. Probably kind of forgot to count shots here. Matter of fact, I know I have, so I apologize. The laptop's in a rather bad position at this arena, so it's hard for me to get to, and I kind of keep forgetting to mark them up, so sorry. Anyways, puck back to center red, taken by Maxon. He stalks, pulls up, goes to the point to Miller, and Miller holds it in. Nope, now goes back and retreats, and he chips it off the wall and continues down. Centering pass, that's taken away by the Genesis. And back up to the point. Fritz steps up, or up to the blue line. Fritz steps up, rims it around, goes to Maxon. Maxon tries to outlet it to Miller. And it goes to Donovan. That's knocked off his stick. Maxon continues, not knocked off his stick. And back they come. Fritz with an active stick, knocks it into the corner. And taken by Jurgovitz. Jurgovitz is going to wheel. Cut to the middle. Continues this push. Knocked away. And just back to center red. 2-1. We're back to even strength. Miller knocks the puck to Fritz. Fritz goes to Donovan. And Donovan outlets to Maxon. Maxon cuts back once. Not able to do so the second time, though. And onside. Dumped in. Now back to center red. Shot coming, seen by Frank and held into the belly. Have Jackson and Bub out. With Palladino, Sheets, and Jurgovitz. Sorry, I was trying to figure out who was out there. Bub looks. He retreats. And rims it around to Sheets. Defenseman pinches down and doesn't hold it. Sheets has it. Now outlets just behind Palladino. Sheets takes it again. Goes to Bub. Bub goes wide, but not to Palladino. Taken by Genesis, knocked aside by Frank. They go out to the point. Palladino pressures. Back down low. And Sheets down low. He stick checks a player. Bub comes in, knocks it up. Just throws it past Palladino. Foot race. No icing. Palladino gets there. Shot. Save made. Genesis come back. They outlet to the middle. Jackson pressures. Nice back check by Meyer. Jackson has the puck. Goes up. He gets dumped. Goes to Palladino. Palladino has it. Looks. Still looks. And goes back to Bowen. Bowen looks. So goes up to Sheets. Sheets outlets it to Meyer. And Meyer outlets it to Palladino. Palladino cuts wide. Looks. Centering pass. Back door for Sheets. Not able to bury it. Not sure if he actually got stick on it or not, but we're so far away I can't see much, folks. Sorry. And the Genesis come in. And nice play by Krepp there. Now Meyer comes over, taken by McPhillamy. And he drives wide. Tries to dump the puck, not able to do so. Stood up by the big, lanky defenseman there of the Jenny Lights. And back they come. They dump it down low. Krepp's going to gather on. Oh, he loses a tire. Goes to Bowen. Bowen ships it ahead. Now, look out. Shot. Rebound. Knocked aside. Golding pushes it. McPhillamy knocks it over. Telling you, the ice not good here, folks. And McPhillamy gets bumped. It's in his skate. Meyer throws it back to center red. And down comes Golding. Golding in the middle. Shot! No! Not able to bury it. Had the look. Chipped it through once, twice, but not able to bury the puck. And now it's in behind the net. Taken by McPhillamy. On the Genesis. They drive wide. Krepp with the stick on puck. Goes into the corner. And Whitney down low. Now Bowen comes over. They throw it to the center. Knocked away nicely by Frank. And Whitney has it. He throws up to McPhillamy. McPhillamy shot. That's wide of the net. Join you back here for third period action. Alrighty, welcome back to third period action. Looks like we've got Whitney, Max, and Donovan with Miller and Fritz. That's going to change. So 11:44 to go, third period. And Bub are your D pairing with Jurgovitz, McPhillamy, and Sheets. No, sorry, Palladino. Sorry about that, Chris. And taken by the Jenny Lights. They drive wide. Uh-oh, look, nice cut off there by Sheets, but still held in. They get the puck wide. Look, shot held by Frank. So what we've seen traditionally from this team is they pour it on, they get a lead, and then they kind of let up. That's what's happening here. After being up 3-0, now 3-1, and a period and almost a half later, and not many shots, not much generated. Centering pass, that comes out high. They throw it down low and outlet it to Palladino off his stick. How's that not a tip? They called icing. It doesn't make it, though. Palladino looks. It bounced on him. He wanted to make the backhand pass. You could see it, but the puck just bounced in the air on him. He wasn't able to do so. Now they outlet the puck up the side. Jackson back. He pushes the player wide. Centering pass through everyone. And Sheets down. He ramps it up. Look out. Sheets has speed. He pushes, takes a slash, still continues to drive. Shot! Misses the net. Puck bounced again, though. Like, you can see the ice is just not there. Situations where North Pitt is just normally making tic-tac-toe plays and burying the puck, they can't because it's just bouncing everywhere. Golding at the point, that bounces off his stick, but now taken by McPhillamy. He cuts to the middle, cuts back to the middle, centering pass, and held by the goaltender. So Meyer will step in. We've got Bowen and Krepp as your D pairing. Meyer, McPhillamy, Golding. Meyer wins the puck to Krepp. He goes to Bowen outside the zone and back in offsides. So not the worst outcome there when you're so tight. And anyways, so we're offsides. It goes to Krepp. Krepp dumps it down. And they drive wide. Golding over. He hits puck on stick. Slams into the ball boards. Loses his balance. And taken by Bowen. Stepped up on the blue line, but now taken by Meyer. Shot. That hits the toe. McPhillamy shot. Score. So crashing the net works. Beautiful play by Meyer to cut to the middle, get a shot. Goaltender gets a toe on it, but not able to control the rebound. Jimmy McPhillamy comes in and just blasts one. Past, and we now have a 4-1 lead. Back to center red, they regroup to the Jenny Lights into the skates of Bowen. Shot, that is held by Frank. Cat-like reflexes with the left hand. That might have been over, but just for sheer reactionary time, we're going to give him credit for that shot. Got Whitney, Maxon, Donovan with Fritz and Miller. Donovan outlets to Maxon, kicks off of his stick, and Whitney comes back. Chips it over to Donovan, and he comes in. Dumps it down, and Maxon's going to go get dirty. Josh into your kitchen, right there in your face. Giving you all you can eat. Back to center red. Fritz steps over. Miller and the official go tumbling together. Surprised they didn't call a body check on that one, too. Now, Whitney drives wide. He goes down. Player goes through his hands. And out come the Genesis. And we go to Fritz. Fritz goes to Whitney, and Whitney goes to the middle of the ice. Sheets gets knocked down. And goes to Maxon. Maxon looks, centering pass. That hits the skate. Look out, though. Genesis have numbers. Back they come. Sheets on his high horse. He's going to come back to back check. Knocked away nicely by Fritz. And Jurgovich takes it. Jurgovich drives wide, comes in, looks, shot! That hits the blocker of the goaltender. In behind the net, Jurgovich pushes. They go back D to D again. Nice breakout here by the Genesis. Composed, timely, strong play there. And Jurgovich chips it. He's got a step. Centering pass just over the stick of Palladino. And he takes a body check. That one was not through the hands, but no call. And the Genesis look, they chip it up the wall. And outlet to the center. Jackson back on defense. Challenges the player, steps up, knocks the puck off the stick, and taken by Bub. Bub outlets to the side to Sheets. Sheets outlets to Jurgovitz. And Palladino pushes. Led once and to the middle, now wide. Nice outlet there by the Genesis. And Jackson back. He challenges, shot. That goes into the corner. And around to Jackson. Jackson throws it up the wall, goes to Palladino, and he's going to cut to the middle. Cuts back, knocked off of his stick. And taken by the Jenny Lights. They outlet up the middle. Bowen steps up and holds it in. Now knocked over to the sidewall and back to center. Taken by McPhillamy. McPhillamy's going to push. And he does battle. Meyer comes in and back come the Jenny Lights. Bowen over there. Now McPhillamy over. And goes to Golding. Golding drives wide, continues with speed, pulls up, hesitates. Now tries to dangle, not able to get through. Goes to Krepp. Krepp shot, deflected, save made. Rebound just knocked wide. Meyer in front. And Bowen steps up, hits the puck, but it's going to go all the way down. Taken by Krepp. Krepp goes to McPhillamy. And knocked back down low. On the half wall, McPhillamy goes back to Krepp. Krepp goes. Now he's going to go to Bowen. And Bowen cuts to the middle. And he gets dumped. Puck continues forward. Look out. Nice play by Frank there to knock it to the corner. And apparently we're calling participation penalties. When you fall down going to the corner, it's going to be a penalty on the other team. So just fall. Puck out to the point, challenged nicely by Donovan, knocked aside by Whitney, and they come 2-on-1. Whitney looks, shot, that is the crossbar. Oh, great look. Still not sure how the dump afterwards isn't a penalty either, but, you know, we'll keep playing. And up they come. Ice. Centering pass taken away by Miller. Whitney up high. Now Miller down low. And Fritz challenges. Now Miller. Puck on stick. Goes out to the point though. Shot hits Fritz. Fritz is going to ice it. And with 38 seconds to go and 4:15 to go second period. Jurgovitz and Sheets. Miller and Fritz still out there. Dump down low. Fritz will chase. And met with resistance. Now he continues on with it. And he runs into Sheets. Now dump down low again. Look out. Miller behind. Nice stick lift. Goes up the wall to Jurgovitz. Jurgovitz goes to Sheets. And Sheets is going to wheel. Can he get there? Cuts the middle. Shot. Score! Second shorty of the game for North Pittsburgh. We're absolutely loving some phantom calls here because it just leads to goals for them. 5-1 North Pittsburgh. Now Bub throws it up. And taken by the Jenny Lights, knocked off their stick. North Pitt back to even strength and taken by Jurgovitz. He tried to throw it to the middle. I think the player actually stepped on the puck and lost an edge. And stepped up on by Bub. He cuts it off at the wall. Nicely right at the blue line. And taken by Sheets. Oh, he tried to get it up. Wasn't able to do so. And Palladino comes in. Now knocked off of Jurgovitz's stick. And Jurgovitz overtakes. Throws it up for Sheets. Sheets is going to go for a line change, but Palladino is going to pressure. He knocks the puck forward with an effort. And tries to cut to the middle. Gets held. And the official just shakes his head no. All right. We call phantom trip, whatever. McPhillamy comes down low. He looks. Backhand centering pass. Nets off its moorings, I believe, on the weak side. And Jackson challenges. Pushes the player wide. Centered. Nice play by Meyer to get back from his center position to cover up third F1. Or F3, excuse me. And up to the point. Knocked down low. Thrown back to center red. They go D to D. And Fritz steps up. Going to pound it down for icing. Or actually, that was Bub, sorry. And we'll get a whistle now with 2:07 to go. Third period. All right, so we've got an early game tomorrow. I believe it's at 8:15. Yeah, 8:15, 8:20, 8 something, way too early.
At least it's not 6.
So we'll join you back here after this broadcast for that one, and then I believe, I could be wrong, but after this win, somebody got dumped in front for North Pittsburgh. Up high, they just absolutely got clobbered. It looks like it might be Crep. Grabbing his face because that's where he took it. Blood. They're screaming blood. Are the players on the ice? Yet no call from the official? Wait. Oh, we do have a cross check. Is that a 2 and a 10 or an intent to injure? Because in a 5-1 game with 2 minutes left, when you blast somebody in the chin and make them bleed, probably should be you're kicked out of the game and possibly the next one. So we end up with Fritz and Miller out on the power play again. So you'll call 10-minute misconducts on hits, but you won't call on cross checks and blatant, apparently there's only one in the box. They just got a 1.5-minute penalty. When you make somebody bleed in the NHL, you at least get a 5-minute misconduct or 4 minutes. Right, you get a major, but not apparently in 12U hockey with full face cages when you make somebody bleed. Miller back to gather on. Up to McPhillamy. He drives, center pass, taken by McPhillamy. Looks, inside out, shot, save made. Nice save by the goaltender of the Genesis. And now it goes to Fritz. Fritz shot. That's deflected. Score! Golding with a beautiful tip. A little tip, just the tip, and it goes in. 6-1 North Pittsburgh. So Whitney, Max, and Donovan with Bub and Jackson as your 2. And Whitney comes down, knocks it to Maxon just off of his stick. And Donovan with a nice back check. Genesis drive wide. That one's rimmed wide, gathered on by Maxon. And
They have 5.
covered by the goaltender.
I was going to say that Brandon was still up on board.
It is, but they still have 5. Well,
They're going to let the clock run, and that's going to do it. Apparently 5 goals is the maximum. They're going to just let the clock run. Knocked forward by Jurgovitz, and Palladino in. He takes it, going to take a cross check. Yet again, another Bush League play by a player who's down by 5 goals and wants to take a run at someone after the game is over. Part of the problems with these tournaments is you get people bleeding from cross checks and high sticks, and they don't kick them out. It's absolutely ridiculous. That one was right in your living room, and you watch a player just come up and deliver a body check with a high stick afterward. Absolute shit sportsmanship. And I want to chalk part of it up to just being so young and not understanding consequences or possible consequences for coming up and checking someone and throwing a stick into their face. But I get it. They're young. Hormones are starting to run wild. But all right. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back here momentarily, or tomorrow morning, bright and early, for what should be a fun time.